Hello everyone, in this video I'll be taking you through a 10-minute home workout for the upper body using only dumbbells. So I just have a couple here, they're from Bells of Steel, so shouts out, and you can really use any dumbbell weight. We're going to try and keep things consistent here. So first off, the first exercise, just to get things warmed up, we're going to start with a few shrugs just to get our traps warmed up. Now with this exercise, you want to think of it like you're pulling it back up and backwards to engage our upper back muscles. One of the biggest issues I see with people doing shrugs is they just shrug it up forwards and use more of their front shoulders. We want to get the back and our rear delts working a little bit more on this exercise. So just a nice shrug up and back, squeeze and back down. We're gonna go for 12 to 15 reps. And then after that, we're going into some reverse flies. So this is gonna further warm up the rear delts, which is a good thing we want activated before we get into any more upper body exercises. So I'm gonna hinge through the hips, keep the core nice and braced. And then we're just gonna simply extend backwards. Just like that. And we wanna make sure that we're keeping it in a range that we're able to work our rear delts properly. So be mindful of the hand position in this exercise. There's 6, we're gonna go for 12 to 15. There's 9, 3 more, nice and controlled. 10, 11, and 12. Just like that. So this is getting our shoulders nice and warmed up. I feel mine getting tight already. So next we get into some hammer curls. It's going to further get our biceps warmed up in addition to getting our forearms into the mix. We're going to go for 15 reps of this because it's more of an easy single joint exercise than some of the previous exercises we've done. So just like that. I'm using the Bells of Steel dumbbells where you can load on the weights to them, but they weigh around 25 pounds each, so don't need to put on much weight here. I'm still recovering from a surgery, so yeah, we're just going for a few more reps of this. And we want to keep our back relatively straight as we go through this exercise, so don't be swinging through the hips using your lower back. It's all through the elbow joint. We'll just do one more here. So that's the hammer curls. And then next, we're going to get into some shoulder press. Now I can't exactly do it, I just went through surgery, so I'm just gonna do a single arm there. One thing to keep in mind is keeping your ribs from overextending. We wanna keep the core nice and tight during this exercise. Bring them back down, extend up overhead, back down. Breathe and brace, keep the core tight. Don't extend too much, just like that. Big thing to keep in mind anytime we're doing any pressing movements where we're not supporting our back is to keep the back as safe as possible. So this revolves around keeping our core nice and tight through this exercise. Just like that. And we're gonna go back and do a couple more shrugs, or 10 to 15 more shrugs. So just like that, up and back, activating those back muscles. Just like that, there's 3. Traps are an important thing to work as a lot of people seem to neglect them and not train them correctly. So with this, remember to shrug back and up to get the rear delts, rhomboids, and our traps working properly. We want to get our lower to mid traps, which typically don't get hit too much, but we can hit them with this exercise. So just like that. I'm going to take a second to just loosen up, getting a bit of a sweat on. You move your arms a little bit to do some circles. Gradually make them a little bit smaller. This is going to help keep our shoulders nice and warm. This is a good stretch you can do at the start as well, but I'm just doing it as a bit of a way to get lactic acid out of my arms. So there it is. You can reverse them, do the opposite. And it's just like that to get ourselves some blood pumping through the body. I'm getting a sweat on already. It's extremely hot outside, so yeah. Don't need to do much to get ourselves warmed up. And we're gonna pick back up the dumbbell. We can do both this time, or we just do singles, but we're gonna be doing overhead extensions, just like that. So I'll come down a little bit there, extending up all the way. So bring them down, keep that elbow nice and high. If this hurts the shoulders, we can vouch for a different exercise. We can do kickbacks, which I'll get to. We'll do that as the next tricep exercise. We're going to do 10, 12 per arm, just like that. Then we'd switch arms. I can't do it on my opposite arm, so just imagine me doing it again. I'll do it, I guess, with this arm on the opposite side. And we want to touch the back. Don't go too far to the point that it hurts, but you want to bring this back and down like that. There's 2, 3, 4. Nice, just like that. 5, 6. Let's go for 10. 7, 8. 2 more. Really pumping up that tricep. 9, and last 10. Nice. So that's how we're going to be working our triceps. I'm going to pick back up. I'm going to pick up my dumbbell again. We're going to work with some bicep curls with a supinated grip. So palms facing forward, all the way up. Squeeze and back down. There's 2. It's a little bit different from the hammer curl, whereas the hammer curl is mostly focused on the forearms a bit more, brachialis. This one hits the bicep head real nice. So down nice and slow, back up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice slow tempo on the way down. That's what we want to see with these exercises, just to make sure that we're not gonna injure ourselves. That we're getting the most out of each rep. Let's go for 1 more here. Booyah. That's the bicep curls there. So next we're gonna go into some more of our rear delts. So we wanna, again, hinge through the hips. This is a good warm-up exercise, but rear delts are neglected by many people. So we'll do a few more of those, and then we'll get into a new exercise. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Booyah. So then next, we're going to get into some more shoulders. I'm going to wipe the sweat. We're going to be doing the lateral raise. So I think we got 2 jugs of Kool-Aid, and we're lifting them up and pouring them out. We want to see how my thumb rotates through this range of motion. We don't want to just like, we want to have a bit of a rotation through the shoulder. So getting into the dumbbells, looks a little like that. This is not an exercise I can do very well right yet, still recovering, so bear with me on that. But up and out like that. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Booyah. The next exercise, I can't do it with my right arm, but it's gonna be the front raise. So we're gonna be going straight up like that, back down. 2. Again, with this exercise, we don't want to round through the spine. We want to keep everything as straight as possible. Up and down, just like that. There's 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. Now you can do that with both hands. I can only do it with one, so that was the reasoning for that. But now we're going to go into, we did hammer curls with our hands like this. We did supinated curls. Now we're going to do supinating curls. So with this one, we're starting in the hammer curl position, but as we curl, we're going to twist them up into this same position we were with the supinating curls. So up and together, just like that. Boom. Because the bicep does 2 functions. It flexes the arm like this motion, but it also rotates the arm. So we're getting 2 joint actions in with 1 exercise. Pretty nice. Whew. Let's go for 4 more. I am soaked in sweat, high intensity, very humid apartment, and yeah, this is our 10-minute indoor workout. So, booyah. Let's take a quick break there. Whew. I am soaking myself in sweat. Now, the final exercise we're going to be doing is tricep kickbacks. So this is what we could have substituted the overhead extensions with. These aren't my favorite exercise, but what we're going to do is hinge ourselves forwards, give a nice bend through the elbow, straight back, breathe in, brace the core, extend back, just like that. It's really getting those rear or triceps to work the muscle or work the weights up. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll set the dumbbells down. We'll get ourselves a little bit of some movement to the shoulder as our cool down. This is a pretty intense workout, despite me not really using any weights, and you know, it's quite hot out there, so woo! Move through the shoulders, just get some movement going. You can do some static stretching too if you like the static stretches, but just want to get in there, shake it all off, and maybe go for a walk for some post-workout cardio. This wasn't the most intense workout out there. It's a pretty quick, easy 10-minute one, but I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. I will see you in the next video.